Hello there guys, and welcome back to Stationeers, building the ASTRA Hotel. So between the last episode and this one, I haven't really done much. I've just built ourselves the pipe bender, also did a tool manufactory because that might be useful a little bit later. We did have a sunrise, but now it's just the eclipse. Because the Earth always has to cause us problems. Yeah, if you can see the temperature, we are starting to get warm. So it's a good thing I built the pipe bender so we can get ourselves some atmospheric things to try and cool ourselves down a little bit. With regards to that, I don't know whether I want to do it cheap and nasty or putting any effort into it, because this is, after all, a starter base. As you can see up there, is where we're going to start building our hotel. But for that, we need a couple of things. We need steel, which we need the furnace. We need some more iron sheets. Let's start some of those going. How's our power? 35 already. That's good. I'd wore it down through the night. I think we'd ended up 14% left on there. It was not very happy. Yeah, you've got the rest of our iron in there. I'll just throw the rest of the gold in there for the moment, in case we do want to make our radiator. But for the moment, what we need is a passive vent. And these build pretty quickly, so... Cool. Right. Let's see, we don't want that open. So, what do we want to make first? Because we've got... lead and iron and lead to make the solder. We needed a little bit more gold, actually. We want to get a full stack for the electrum. And then Constantan is the nickel and copper. Let's see, we've got another stack of 100 iron there. And we've got nickel and iron to make Invar. I feel like fuel-wise, we might need some more oxide again. But that's fine. Let's stick you in there, you in there. We're going to need a few of you as well. Right. Let's put you on for a little bit as well, because welding these things up does pollute our internal atmosphere, which is one of the reasons why I've built this tool manufactory, because it allows us to get an arc welder in which we can, well, we can use electricity to weld things rather than using burning a fuel. In terms of layout, still kind of working out how I'm going to do the full layout. But I do think I want to try and plan out how I'm going to have the hangars and the runway and stuff at the top first, because that's going to be one of our biggest parts. Take you guys, and yeah, I think that's all for the moment. Let's close our lid, turn ourselves back on, close the door. And now I remember what I wanted to get. That's fine. We... That's fine. Let's put you there. No. Let's not put you there. Crowbar to deconstruct. Okay. Let's have it that way. I was wanting to grab some iron frames to put around it. We don't have to worry about the ingots falling on the floor because we're on the moon. We don't get any storms or anything to blow them away. So it is perfectly fine. Yeah, we're up to 30 degrees now. Okay, there. We welded some of these up. Done the... Oh. Built up the furnace. Then with the exit, we got... Instead of like using a valve and just a regular passive vent, the passive vent also comes with a built-in valve state here. So we can have them on or off. Oh. That'll be fine. I did leave... I think I left the filter on. So we'll just have to see what happens there. Okay, yeah, that's a little bit of an issue of where I've built that. Just a little bit. Oh boy. There are those moments where you get stuck on geometry. Let's not do that. So, close that for the moment because we won't need it. Let's close that because we won't need it. 3, 4, 5, 6. C oxide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 will do. Go. We've got heat. We've got pressure. We've got not enough, I think, for Constantine. Let's see. Because I believe Electrum is 800 to 2.4 megapascals. And temperature is absolutely a non-problem. Solar Needs 1 megapascal, but it needs to be cold. And Constantine is above 1k, but over 20 megapascals. Steel is pretty much the easiest. It's between 900 Kelvin and 100,000 Kelvin, with between 1 megapascal and 100 megapascals. So let's start off with the electrum, shall we? Because that's the least pressure needed. Let's see. Pop in the silver. Let's see. 100 to 2.4. Okay, we are way too high on the pressure. This is going to make our heat really high as well. Maybe. No. Just up on... okay, let's... That's wrong. Whoops. Luckily I have pipe. Ooh, yeah, ooh. I think that worked. Note to self, don't stand on the thing. Yeah, because now that's far too cold. Yay. Have 3 of you. I think we want about our... ooh, got our tracker in it. Go at you. Those over. We actually need more oxide. So let's pop in some of you. Oh, that's our green light for electrum. That was probably just in time as well, because that's just gone over 3 megapascals. Okay, let's dump our iron in there. Drop it out. Let's drop our remains of copper in there as well. Drop it straight out. That's brought us up to 5.1 mega pesos. There's our electrum. Throw those in there. I think that's all fine. It's not going to explode if I leave it. Fantastic. Right, let's that up. We've got electrum. Then our iron and copper. Then we had our solder that's got to be cold. And our Constantine, that's got to be high pressure. Actually, I think we might have enough for what we want to do in terms of fuel. Right, let's see. I think we can probably get the solder done first because that's 350 to 550 at 1 to 100. So yeah, we're going to have enough to lead and yeah, that's bringing the temperature down of that as well. So theoretically, we should have it below 550 by the time. Not quite, but it's still coming down. I'm sure if I release some of more of that pressure. Not really. Let's see what we got in there. Well, there's no more volatiles to burn off. So what we can do is out some more oxygen into there. Bring that temperature down a little bit. Evacuate it a little more. Probably turn that off there because that doesn't need to be on. There we go. We want a little bit more pressure in there. 1.2 under 540. We've got our solder. And now, Constantine, high pressure. I don't think we need very much more. Do that. 6, 7. Let's see, Constantine. 1k to 100k. But minimum of 20 megapascals. But yes, we can absolutely pop another 5. Another 5. Oh, and the sun's going to be up shortly, so we want to try and do this quickly. Another 4 in. 3 in. Oh, I didn't actually put the ores in. That's why it's not gone green. Oh dear. Because it's 20 to 100. That's fine. This would explode way before 100. And there is our Constantine. Fantastic. And sun's going to be up for a little bit, but I think anyway, let's throw the solder and Constantine in there. 61 a year, we're absolutely fine. Now we just need some steel. We've got some iron here. Let's see what we got. We've got 100. No, let's do something else first. Let's get the invar. So that's 1.2 to 1.5. That's 18 to 20. Very small range on Invar. So, what are we at now? 1.4? 1.2 to 1.5, so that's in range, and 1.4, so 24.3 is a little over. Yeah, we are going to be low on heat and high on pressure, which is not the worst thing, honestly. Because let's do that.
Hydration critical.
Do 1, 2, 3. Because that's brought it up to 3, 4. Let's see. You got volatiles. Still got some nitrous in there as well, which is good. 1.35 in terms of that. Let's see. Do we let enough out? Not quite yet. Ooh. Fire. There we go. Invar. Wahey. 200 grams of nice, stable Invar. And let's get in. Let's open our suit, shall we? Yeah, it's now 32 degrees in here. I'll put the Invar in there because that's, I think, where we're going to need it most first. Right. Okay, you didn't have copper, electrum, constantine, solder. Iron. Still need to make steel. Ah, right. We've got one. Oh boy. Right. Let's stop this. Stop our warning. So we got 100 and 130. Really want to use all of our iron to make all the steel. Right, we've got 100. We need basically 200 more iron to get ourselves on the track for steel. So that means a mining trip. Okay then. So first, let's use the daylight we've got to charge that. It's those just
Oxygen critical.
Getting distracted while I was doing my suit stuff. Yeah, you're charging. You're already 10% higher in the 10 seconds I've put you in, which is absolutely fine. So we need to go find some more iron. I'll be back when I've done so. Already on my way back because I need to put a fresh battery in my drill. Because that would not have been helpful. Oh dear. Hopefully our furnace is still warm by the time we get back. Okay there, guys. As we're heading back to base. Get back nice and safe. See, how is our furnace doing? 9 under 6. We need for the steel 9. Okay, so the sun's not long come up, but I can tell you what, we have we have our couple more bits of iron. We have more on our jetpack with some more silicon. We have some more in our uniform. And we have a full mining belt. Because I grabbed a whole bunch of iron, a whole bunch of copper, and a couple bits of the silicon as well. And in fact, I'm just going to throw the silicon in there for the moment. Because we don't need it immediately, and it's not going to be too much of an issue to do anything else with it. Because we need our furnace for steel. That's all that. There we go. Now we got back to our air, which is now 35. I really need to do something about that. For the meantime, there we go. I reached over for my light and hit my helmet. In the meantime, we have got one lot of steel. Move you over. 1, 2, 3. That's 2 lots of steel. That's going to be the 4. Got 800 grams of steel there. We've got like 200 more of iron, so we'd need just a little bit more to make another set of steel. But then we've got a lot more copper and a lot more silicon as well. Let's leave that one in there, but 2 full stacks up there. Let's leave the half stack there. So, we're in a good position to start doing stuff. But in the meantime, I do need to have a snacky snack. I don't think there is one left around. That's fine. But that's our suit emptied, at least, of our goodies. And that was a father. 0, 0, 0. Okay. Have some sippy sip. Then let's put that in our suit. Just so it's not lying on the ground with the empties. Kind of need to start doing something with these, though. Oops. Actually, with the daytime, we can probably take our suit off, take a bit of an air bath. Not that it's going to help very much. Let's see, what do we need for radiators? Gold and steel. We need our steel. Great. Put you in there. Okay. Okay. think we do need to start doing this now, though. Whoop. Into it. No. Do that. Okay, that was weird. It didn't look like it was doing anything to begin with. Yeah, that's slowly doing things. That was our silicon. Fantastic. Pop that in there. As soon as we get steel, we can make ourselves some insulated pipe and start doing ourselves some cooling for the base. Because this is not a great long-term solution, because eventually that's going to run out and we're going to end up with like very much too much heat inside the thing, inside the case as well. And it uses a battery, which we can do better than that. We can do better. Yeah, back down to 29, which is okay for the moment. Let's turn our bits back on. Sun is going down, so we should be able to very nicely be able to use our furnace and fuel it with whatever we need. Actually, let's just empty the gases out there. 5, 4, 3, 2.4. There we go. Jump up there eventually. So put our things in that thing. Taught this trick, which is a little bit cheesy, but it saves me doing my quick fingers. 2, 3, 4. Oxide. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go 1.2, 1.8. In the iron. Drop in the iron. Drop in the iron. 2, 1. Drop in the, coal. There. And we are too cold. Okay, let's dump quite a bit of that pressure off. Come on. Suppose it doesn't really matter now. 5 there. 5 there. There we go, up to the 900, and we have steel. I might just go in and grab the rest of it as well. Ooh. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Right. Airlock. Come on. There we go. See, you're still at 1. 1 iron. Two iron. Oh, that's getting dangerous. Let's do that. We've got another 400 grams of steel. And danger, Will Robinson, danger. Ooh, that furnace is purring. It was more of a roar, but right. Okay then. So I didn't pick that steel up. Never mind. So we've got iron, copper, steel, electrum, constant tan, solder. Gold. Let's see about making our printer mods. Let's just put that away. No point in having it out if it's not got a battery in it. Speaking of which, we should probably hook up that charger. I've got a lot of cable bits left, but come on, there we go. Way. Let's not turn you on. Turn you on for the daytime, not for anything else. Graph display. Ah. That might be useful other times, but at the moment. Oh yeah, I'd left that on. Let's put that on for the moment as well. Oh my goodness, these take so long. Right, be back with you when this is done. Okay, and we're back, and I've just gone ahead and upgrade the electro printer. Also because it takes such a long time, I saved time and printed out one for our auto lathe, pipe bender, as well as the tool manufactory. So we can just pop those all on. There was a steel iron plate there. There was an iron plate. Just on top of the... Okay then. We do that with the pipe bender and the tool manufactory. So there we go. There's all of our thingers and majiggers all upgraded there. Kind of the next thing I want to do is make ourselves a stacker for the printer here. Because at least then we'll be able to throw it on to print out all of the steel plates and stuff that we need to start putting together what we need up there. Although, like I said, I think we're going to want to start off by seeing where our sort of landing area and landing strip is going to end up. Because what I feel like doing is putting our, like a field of solar panels on the other side of it, going into a little sort of power room. Just so that we have like a little sort of power plant battery room set up there for when we want to start plugging things in. Because I think with the power system, it's going to need quite a lot of fail-safes and stuff in it for the hotel itself. So I think each sort of floor or two is going to have like a little maintenance area between them. I think we're going to put large transformer and like a couple of station batteries in there just to make sure that if our main system goes down, we're not going to run out of power on the entire hotel all in one go, or if there's faults on different floors and stuff, it's not going to affect the whole grid. So basically sort of just modularizing it. Modularizing it. So yes, I did grab the steel that was still underneath our furnace there. Because I believe, yeah, I put it in the auto lathe there. So I'm trying to think